Welcome students. There are two methods to solve linear equation in one variable. The first one is inverse operation method and the second one is transpose method. In this video, I will teach you inverse operations method. Introduction. As we all know, there are basically four operations in mathematics. Can you recall which methods are these? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, let us learn what does inverse operation method tell us regarding solving the equation in one variable. The first rule. Whatever operations we take on LHS, the same operation will be taken by us in the RHS. Now, what does this mean? This is called balancing the equation. How does it work? Let me explain you with an example. Here I'll take a balance and fill the left hand side with x plus 3 and the right hand side with 12. Now we will talk of a new rule. Now here I will take a random number plus 5. As you can see that I am adding this number in the left hand side. Here I am adding plus 5 in the left hand side. Then what shall I do in the right hand side? According to the rule 2, I am also going to add the same number in the right hand side. So what does the rule 2 say? Rule 2 says that we have to keep only variables in the left hand side. In order to remove the number attached to the variable, in the left hand side, we have to take its additive inverse or the multiplicative inverse as the case may be. In this case, we need to take additive inverse. How shall we take it? Let's see further. Our first aim is to remove we have to remove the number from the left hand side. So our first aim is to remove this plus 3 from the left hand side. How are we going to do it? Let's see. So here it goes. We have to remove plus 3. Now, as according to rule 2, what are we going to do? Yes, we are going to take additive inverse. What is the additive inverse of plus 3? It's minus 3. And what about the rule 1? Whatever we do in the left hand side, the same we have to do in the right hand side. So again, the same operation we are going to take in the right hand side. We are going to subtract this minus, we are going to subtract 3. So we'll get in right hand side. What shall we get in right hand side? 12 minus 3. So whatever we did in the left hand side, the same operation we did in the right hand side. So x plus 3 minus 3. Here you can see, and in the RHS we get 12 minus 3 plus 3 and minus 3 get eliminated because plus 3 minus 3 is 0. And what about the RHS? 12 minus 3 is 9. So as according to rule 2, we have to keep only variable on LHS. And as you can see, the LHS is having in the final step, it is having only the variable x. Other all numbers get eliminated. And the last step will be x is equal to 9. As the rule says, Left hand side is having only the variable and the RHS is having its value, that is 9. Now, what does this mean? It means that if we substitute the value 9 in this equation, then the equation will get satisfied. Try it, substitute x equal to 9, or we can even say replace this x with 9. Then you'll get 9 plus 3 in LHS, which is equal to 12. Hence the equation has got balanced. Now let us take another example. 4x is equal to 8. Now what is different? How is this example different from the previous one? Here you can see 4 as the coefficient of x. It means it is the product of 4 and x in the LHS, whereas RHS is having the number 8. What does rule 2 say? According to rule 2, we are going to eliminate everything that is attached to the variable. Here 4 is attached to the variable x. How shall we eliminate it? Let us see. So as you can see, I have taken 4x in LHS and 8 in RHS in the two balances. We are going to eliminate 4, and how shall we do it? The rule 2 says that we can take additive inverse or multiplicative inverse as the case may be. Here the variable x is multiplied with the number 4. Hence we will take the multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse of 4? Just think it over. Yes, you are right. The multiplicative inverse of 4 is 1 upon 4. Hence, I have divided 4x by 4. And what about the RHS? According to rule 1, whatever we do in the LHS, the same operation we are going to do in RHS. Here we have divided 4x by 4. The same thing we will do in the RHS. Just think it over. What are we going to do in RHS? Yes, we are going to divide 8 also by 4. And what happens in LHS? 4 and the 4 in the numerator and the 4 in the denominator get cut out, and we are remain with only x in the LHS. And what about the RHS? 4 2s are 8. Now can you guess what shall be the solution? Here we have to write also the step that we are dividing by 4 on both the sides. Yes, as the rule 2 says that in the LHS we should have only the variable, and here is the variable, and in RHS we shall get only the value of the variable, that is 2. Now in order to solve this equation, replace x with 2 and find whether it is getting balanced or not, or is the equation getting satisfied or not. So replace x with 2. So instead of x, now you have to put the value of x equal to 2. So you get 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8. Hence the equation is satisfied because the LHS is equal to RHS. Thank you.